On a snowy day in Albany, Iceberg Ice Cream remained open for people to get a sweet treat.
Blueberry, strawberry, vanilla, chocolate.
The idea for the shop came from the Thornburg's son, Cameron.
Cameron's had some hard times, some medical issues and stuff, but he just jumped right in.
Cameron's food started to be noticed at local farmers markets.
We did like bread and jam and jelly.
But his menu changed from fresh to frozen with the help of a machine over 4 times his age.
And then we started building this ice cream maker that's 96 years old.
All right.
Every day, Shelby Browning and Brandon Holsinger from the Muncie Bureau of Water Quality go out to different sections of the river to check the levels and quality of the water. But something is different about the river this year that Director Rick Conrad is well aware of.
Right now, we are seeing a discharge of about 3.5 million gallons per day, which is incredibly low.
In fact, it has been this low since 1991. The United States Geological Survey, or USGS, report that the average stream flow for the river is 25 to 50 gallons, not nearly where the White River was in October. This is a typical rehearsal for Muncie Civic Theater's production of Hunchback of Notre Dame. But over in this room, the lead actor is practicing his songs a little differently. Kyle Thomas is deaf, and he's playing the lead role of Quasimodo. Thomas has been acting for years in the Indianapolis area, but he says this role is perfect for a deaf person to play.
The role of Quasimodo is he's the bell ringer for the Cathedral of Notre Dame, and he has become deaf over time. I think it's a great way to have a deaf performer get involved.
I feel like half my heart's missing.
For 9 years,
I've kept my fight alive, and kept her face out there.
court documents show Ashley Mullis was reported missing in September 2013, right after she and Daniel York had a baby.
Hard to understand, hard to comprehend that somebody could actually physically do that.
According to a probable cause affidavit, detectives believe Dan and Sheila York took Ashley's daughter to Florida in 2015. Sheila filed for custody of the girl but gave false information to a judge. When Dan passed away, Sheila took the girl to North Carolina.
We had investigators go to North Carolina and we actually found Sheila. Sheila was arrested.
In February, York drove to Delaware County where she turned herself in and she was released on bond again. Right now, this may just look like dirt and rubble to you, but crews are working every day to build the new Muncie Central High School football stadium. This $5.3 million project will bring a new track, turf field, lights, and seating on the home side here behind me. And even though the walls of the original 73-year-old stadium began to crumble, the school is making sure the Bearcat pride will still stand.
But the variety of roles on the side. There's also an alternative option, such as vegetarian or dairy-free.
Don't be afraid of it, it's delicious.
But here's where the veggies are.
The response has been overwhelming. Each week, Crow can have 25 to 45 orders to fulfill.
It feels like you're a part of a community here too.
Runaround Soup only operates half of the week, with Mondays for cooking and Tuesdays for pickup. Crow wanted to have a business and spend more time with her family, and she wants her customers to do so too.
Think about your neighbors who maybe just had a baby or are recovering from an illness. It's really a beautiful gift to give to your neighbor or friend.
A main person, called the gaffer, starts by gathering glass out of the furnace. They roll the glass in powders to add color and blow a starter bubble. It's shaped while an assistant blows into the other end to make the bubble bigger. It's heated in furnaces in between. The glass is then put in a mold to create the pumpkin shape. Different ends are cooled to help shape it, and then it's, quote, knocked off, and the assistant attaches more glass to create a twisty stem. The finished pumpkin is put away to cool. No pumpkin is ever the same. Northeast of Muncie, you'll find an overgrown 161-acre plot of land that has Ball State's name on it, called Gin Woods.
So it's pronounced Gin Woods with a hard G?
Gin Woods is one of Ball State's field stations, used to study forests as part of the biology department. But these woods are more than just an educational tool. They're a part of history, as one of the last forests of its kind. Land manager John Taylor says looking at an old-growth forest is like looking into the past.
Old-growth forest means that it has not had a history of human disturbance. It's basically an intact forest that has not really changed very much since European settlement.